What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another MFL roundup video. Match day 4 has been and gone and we're going to take a look at my progression on players, if there is any, and the results from yesterday's games, including one huge mistake that I made that now allows a teaching moment of showing you guys how to kind of prepare for future matches. But before that, guys, of course, if you haven't already and you do want to sign up to MFL, use the link that you see here on the screen right now or in the pinned comment or description. And upon signing up and spending over $25 on your first packs, you will receive a free player, which, who knows, could be the next Lionel Messi, or should I say Lionel Messi on MFL. I don't know if that would be a name that would be generated. Maybe it would be. But of course, for today, guys, if you do sign up and you buy what you can buy, which is a club pack, you can't now enter the game. And that is because registration has closed. Late registration has closed, I believe. Yes, it has. It closed 35 minutes ago at the time of making this video. But I want to explain to you how you can still get involved in Season 4, just not with your own club yet. So if you still really do want to get into a league, get some players, obviously the transfer window's closed, so you'd have to wait till the mid-season window. But if you wanted to get into a league and actually play and manage and run a team and get that experience, if you go to the marketplace and find a club that is an established club, if you purchased one of these, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, it's just if you really did want to get involved, and let's say we take a look at this club here and we view the club page. If you bought this club, he is currently bottom and has just like joined the late, I guess. But if you bought this club, you would inherit everything that's with it. So you would inherit the squad, which is currently, 22 players. However, you would unfortunately also inherit the rev share. But a fun way to kind of make this still work is finding a club with either low rev share in general or low base rev share and high clauses, and then just make sure you meet the clauses so that you don't give up that rev share. And at that point, you can still earn the MFL at the end of the season. You will then lose all of these players, and then you'd have to start again for Season 5. But it's just a fun way to get involved in the now if you're really desperate to manage a club. Otherwise, you are probably best off just waiting until Season 5, basically, which unfortunately is still about 5 weeks away, because these seasons last 6 weeks. So if you really do want to just get involved, go and check out the marketplace. I know Josh bought a Stone Club midway through last season, stayed up, so didn't get relegated in the end. And that was good for him. So if we actually look at the Stone clubs, and of course, don't just buy any particular club. Maybe reach out to a manager, see if you can strike a deal. This guy actually at $77 for a Stone club. If this is an active club in Stone, that might be a serious pickup. And it is. So he is currently 8th. Afuteza. What's his rev share like? I might buy this myself. So he's up at 98% rev share, but 31% of that is clauses. So if you just meet the clause options for the rev share, you will get 33% of the MFL at the end of the season, which might not be insignificant, and it helps you learn the game. If you're going to walk away with 33% of, let's say you finish around here, 5,000 MFL, you're going to walk away with like 1,500, 1,600 MFL. That's a good way to start your journey of the packs. When the end of the season comes, you could buy yourself 2 or 3, maybe a push 4 of these packs here and start building your own team. So that's how you get involved now, basically. As for my clubs, guys, and as for my players, we're going to start, as always, with the experience growth and the stat boosts and the progression of the players over the last 24 hours. And I'm quite excited about a few players here. The first player I'm excited about is Komatsu. He's gone up a +1 to 74. He's now on that tier breaker level. If he gets another +1, he will hit 75. He will become a rare player, and that will be absolutely fantastic. He is born last season. I think I got him from. Yeah, I got him from. I don't think it was from a pack. It might have been a. No, it was a pack. I got him from a pack that I bought. But he started, guys, as a 72, went up to a 73 last season, up now to a 74 already this season. It's promising for Komatsu. It is promising. So really happy with his growth. He's gained 1 dribbling as well, but more importantly, 1 defense. His defense physical is good. His pace might need a little upgrade here or there, but really, really happy with Komatsu and his general growth here. And we've also got Carranza up 1 to a 60 rated. He's still 4 away from hitting that 64 and getting close to a top tier. He's quite an old player as well. You know, he was born in season 1 here. How old is he? He's 25 years old. I mean, he's still got a long career to go, but he's gone from a 58 up to a 60 now. And, you know, training with better players, playing against better players is certainly helping him a lot. But there is 2 other real nice boosts that we've got. Cornelis has gone up 1 dribbling. He was a 74 when I got him from affiliate, I think he was from. So he went from an uncommon into a rare last season. He's now gained 1 dribbling, which is really nice for him because I think dribbling is really important stat for strikers. So if his dribbling can keep pushing, his finishing is so high already at 90. I don't even care if that doesn't move for like 10 more ratings if he gets there. But he is, he's up there now as a 75 rated with 66 dribbling. But the player that I like the most, and the player that I'm excited about the most, we did get a +1 defending on Noroki there, which is really good. He needs pace more than anything, but that defending is really, really nice. We also got a +1 passing on Xander, a +1 passing on Neubauer, and a +1 physical on Quintero, which is good for the centre-backs. +1 shooting on Santana, the left-back. He's already had some serious upgrades this season as well, which is pretty good. But the player that I'm like quite excited for is Adam, my left back. He's just a really good player. He's constantly getting like good scores in the games. You know, his match rating this season is 7.4 or average, but that is only after 4 games. But last season it was only a 7.1. He's gone up 1 dribbling and 1 physical, which is really good. He is quite an old player, but he started out as a 65 rated uncommon. He's now up to a 69 rated, but his overall stats have actually like progressed really, really nicely. And he's developing into a really strong player in general because for a left back, he's got 77 pace, 74 defending, now up to 65 physical and has 71 dribbling. So although I can't use him, I guess, in an offensive manner because his passing isn't good enough, nor is his shooting, in terms of just like dribbling the ball, taking the ball out of danger and you know, maybe utilizing him more as an outlet to get the ball gone, and then as a defensive fullback, his stats are really good for a 69 rated. So he's thriving. His observations here are very good. He's made significant strides in improving his dribbling physical recently. His form of 7.48 is good in the last 5 games, and he's thriving in training, which is perfect. You want to try and get those training conditions great for everyone, which of course is just putting them in and around players that are better than them or just as good as them, not having them in with stinkers. And so I'm really excited to see how he progresses for the rest of the season because even though this is his 4th year, for a 24-year-old now, he was 20 when he was born into the game, his prime age is expected to be around 26, which means this next couple of years could see a significant portion of growth for him getting up towards his prime age if his prime age is within that bell curve. You know, maybe it's now already, maybe he's in it and this is him. Maybe it's a late prime age and he's going to have a little bit of growth later on in his career. But as is going right now, he's growing nicely, which is really, really nice. I like it quite a lot. Now, to look at my results. But first of all, let's take a little look at players who are contracted to other clubs and see how they are doing. We've got so far 0 games yet on Cornelis, which is really, really disappointing. 1 game on Sochaki. He's a 55 rated in the Ice League. Not surprised he's only got 1 game. 1 game on Paulinho, who got a 7.1. I want to go and see what game that was that he played in. 1 game on Gegorgita, who got the 3.8. He hasn't played since. But of course, cups start tomorrow, so I can see these guys starting to get a bit more game time then. 3 games on Mantilla, so he was rested in the last game. And then Jacquet and Poma, the 2 lower rated guys. So 63 Jacquet and a 75. Oh, no, that's Cornelis. Where's Poma gone? Poma, there we go. A 65 Poma has got 4 games as well. 3 goals for Poma as well. Looks like he's doing quite well for the Copenhagen Raiders. Let's have a look at where they're situated. They are top of the table. That is fantastic news. And then for the Coca Juniors, I want to see what game Paulinho played in. Was it this one? Was it this 0-0 draw that he got the game time in? Yes, it was. He got a 7.1 rating and a 0-0 draw. Listen, you can't say fairer than that, can you? You can't say fairer than that. Now, to look at my results, the mistake I made yesterday, guys, is I showed you with this team how I rotate my teams. And so I went and put my second team in, right? Just to show you about how fitness works. And now these guys have, you know, regained some fitness, and these guys have lost some fitness, and I put my second string team in. What I didn't do afterwards is go and put my main team back in. And the reason why I wanted my main team back in is because the team that I played against was one of the worst teams in the league. And so I ended up losing this only 2-1. And to be fair, you know, okay, he actually had a lot of XG by the end of it. But to be fair, I gave it a good go. But when you look at the team ratings, this guy's 54, 53, 59. My second team is 47, 50, and 44. This was one of my winnable games. This is one of those games that I could have earned some points from, even if it was just one. And lo and behold, I made a huge mistake. Not like this is a farming team anyway. It's not the end of the world. But I made a huge mistake by just not swapping my players back. Somebody mentioned in the comments yesterday, correctly so, and I want to bring this to you guys now as well, that you can set different tactics for different teams. So we can go and do Aspirants Cup Tier 52, and we can actually go here and set our custom tactic. I don't know if you can change the players actually. Oh yeah, here you go. So set custom tactic. You can go and choose the teams for the games ahead. So if you know that you're not going to be around for 2 or 3 days, maybe you're going on holiday, maybe you're just not going to be around to kind of like have the time to spend on the game and figure things out, you can preset all of your team tactics. I'll show you a bit more on Prestige 26 today, exactly how it works. But yeah, very frustrating. Very frustrated with myself that I didn't A, have preset tactics coming up, but B, just forgot to change my team back because I've missed out on a potential game win. With my other teams, guys, we got Road to Glory, and we took with Road to Glory a 5-0 loss to one of the better teams in the league. I've had a really unfortunate start to the season, playing against Lagos Legends, who are still second in the table, Extreme Academy, who are first in the table. We got that win against the Galson Wolves, who are bottom of the table. And then we lost to Constanta Europe as well, who are fourth in the table. Next up, we've got the Mole Academy, though, who are just above us on goal difference. But yeah, I've played already 3 of the top 4 or 5 teams in the division, and it's painful, but we're about where we deserve to be anyway. You know, this is kind of the region that we're going to finish in here. Didn't score any goals, so no point looking at anything else here for Road to Glory. For NepentheZ FC, we ended up taking a 1-0 loss to Atomic Storm. They're currently sat up in 4th place. I think they've got a significantly better team. It is time for me to start changing my teams around now as well. Some people rotated on this game, but Atomic Storm here, as you can see, 2 better defending than me, similar sort of midfield, way worse offense. Actually, looking at this, that's a very disappointing loss. Actually, these are the games where at the end of the season, you know, for a feeder team or for what are we calling them? The farming teams. These are the sort of games that you'll look back on and think that should have been 3 points for me, or rather could have been 3 points for me, and it wasn't in the end. So that's a bit disappointing. Yeah, to lose that one in the 87th minute from Batty. What's his name? Oh no, R. Batty. How's the goal gone in? Oh, it's really poor defending, that is, isn't it? Absolutely atrocious. But anyway, we took the L there for NepentheZ FC. For First Owner FC, we got a 2-1 loss to Milan Singer. Again, we're doing all right in this division. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not bothered too much about the only team of these 4 that I really want to do well is Road to Glory. It's the best team for us for sure. Taking a 2-1 loss here though. We ended up scoring first with Malik after 3 minutes, conceded in the 27th minute and the 63rd minute. Deserved to lose this one. You know, we got half the XG of our opponent, half the shots, more shots on target, mind you, and actually a good, like, you know, no red ratings here. Good performance. 5 green ratings in a 2-1 loss is not too bad, especially when we look at the depth of the squads here. He's got 13 better defense on average than me, 5 better midfield, and 6 better offense. To only lose 2-1, it's not bad. And you know, a strong performance. And I feel that's more like a tactical kind of bonus there for me. And I've got 4-4-2 as a tactic for all of my other teams. This is the only team that doesn't run a 4-4-2. And hilariously, this is the team that has done the best. And so I'm actually starting to think a 4-2-3-1 might be better in the other teams. You know, when we look at the actual games here, we got the 2-1 win against Rijeka Rangers. And where are we? Here we go. Yeah, we got the 2-1 win here. And this was against a team better than us by far. We got a 3-2 loss to Elche FC. And that is a really good loss, given they are significantly better than me as well. So I've picked up a win against a better team, 2 narrow losses against much better teams, and 1 absolute pounding. And it's like, yeah, just maybe the 4-2-3-1. Maybe it's like a really strong formation. Maybe something we're going to have to test out in some friendlies or something. As for Prestige 26, we got a disappointing loss in the last game. It was one of those ones that I really wanted to win to help that promotion push. How did our result this, I say week, but match day go? We got a 2-0 win against Seydu FC. They're in the bottom 4 right now. You know, they're in that relegation spots right there, but they're not one of the. They're only slightly below me in terms of quality on the league. And it's quite funny because the irony of this league is I've had a really fortunate start to my matchmaking, and so we've got the worst team in the league next game, which I really expect to win comfortably today. Then we've got the cups coming, but we still, after that, we've got Kamikaze Koalas, who are at a 50% win rate. Then we got Borough, they're the top team. Then we got Miami Ice. Oh, that's a cup game again. Then we've got Masila, who are quite low in the table. Then we've got the Toughness, Cremona and Qatari, 2 of the better teams. So I've got 3 of the top 4 teams after these cup games start. And that is going to be where I either sink or swim, right? If we can manage to snag some results against those players, you know, those teams, great. If we can't, that is going to be a pain. We're also getting to the stage of the season now as well, guys, before we look at this result, where you will start to pick up wins against teams that are better than you if you're managing well. You know, for these kind of like low-rated clubs that I've got, you know, the team sweats and stuff. Let's have a look at the... He's brand new. Let's have a look at like Wolfpack Academy as an example. You're going to start to see something happen. And that thing happening is, are the players managing the squads, yes or no? Is this guy managing his squad? Yes, he is. He's rotated well. He's not going to be somebody that just drops points because they end up with like really low fitness. This guy, is he managing his squad? The answer is no. He's had one change here. I think that was based on a red card. He's got a small squad anyway, but this team is going to do nothing but lose stamina. You see what I said with it before? You've got the green dot. It says fresh. Peak condition, ensuring optimal performance on the field. Once you get down to 92%, it says ready to go, experiencing minimal decline in performance. I personally think playing in the fit stage, I think that's still fine, which is how I'm going to run my team. I'll still play them through. Once they go even lower than that, that's when I'll be looking to change them out. But you're going to start getting teams like this now that are either low in players or just managers that are just like, right, there you go. I've set my team up. I'm happy to finish last. I don't need to do anything. They're going to start having a massive drop in stamina, which is going to allow you some easy pickups of wins. And so when I play against this guy, guys, I'm obviously expecting / hoping for a really comfortable win because my team's way better than his. I don't know how why he's got this team in Stone Division. What does the manager have? Who's the manager of this team? And how many teams has he got? Mbino. So he's got 2. He's got 1 in Ice and 1 in Stone. I wonder if he's put... Yeah, I think he has. I wonder if he's put his best team in the Ice Division and that he's just going to flip-flop the teams constantly. Yeah, so he's 3rd right now with 2 wins and 2 draws. And his team is a lot better. I wonder if in his mind he thinks winning Ice and then getting relegated... and then putting these players in the new Ice team and swapping the other ones around and literally doing that over and over. I wonder if he thinks that that's going to be better long-term for revenue or for MFL. I don't think it will be. If he wins the Ice Division, he gets 5,000 MFL. If he doesn't win but still gets promoted, he only gets 4,200 or 3,700. However, if he does well in a stone division, which I think his ice team would compete in a stone division, I think he would finish in that sort of 8th, 7th, 6th situation. He would end up getting more MFL. If that's what he's doing, I think that's a misstep. I think that's a bad idea. But yeah, so you basically got squads now. Now we're getting to that stage of that first fitness drop, guys. And you can see it here with this guy as well. He hasn't rotated his team at all. I haven't rotated my team either yet. Maybe people are waiting for the cups, but we'll find out over the next day or two. You'll kind of start seeing a pattern of teams that are underperforming, and so they've lost interest. They're not rotating anymore. You'll end up picking up easy wins, and that's when my feeder teams are going to start to thrive and pick up points that they just really shouldn't. And we can use NepentheZ FC last season as a prime example. Can we see the history of where we finished? So if we got Ice League 62 here in season 3, I was the worst team by a considerable margin. But as you can see here, the 4 teams below me, including Atomic Storm that I just lost to this season, these guys just didn't manage properly. Neither did Detroit Stars. So I finished 8th with the worst team by far. And I picked up 20 points off the back of it. And it's because you can see here against Bullhogs, this 5-0 win here, I got a massive win because I've got healthy players. Even though my defense is 54, midfield 52, offense was 54, this guy here had defense 11 better than me, midfield 8 better than me, offense 12 better than me. But as you can see here, the energy levels of his team are on the floor. And so I ended up getting a massive 5-0 win against somebody far better than me because they just lost interest in the game or couldn't be bothered to rotate the teams. And, maybe they just had a bad start to the season and just thought to themselves, well, CBA now, I'll just see, just run it how it goes. And you start to see that happen a lot more now. And so, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see kind of like where the seasons go with that regard. As for Prestige 26, guys, as I say, we've got the 2-0 win against Seydu. My 3 big signings this season are really coming good, especially Aparicio. I really like this guy, guys. He is something, man. And like my scouting has paid off here, and it's weird because Football Manager is a game I love, and scouting can be so rewarding. You don't feel like scouting can be rewarding on a game like MFL because everybody that owns a player and owns a manager is a human. And so it makes me feel like, how can I see something that somebody else hasn't already seen, or like, why would somebody sell me that player? But when we look at the goals here, so on the stroke of half time, Sekaira there plays the ball out to Adam into Aparicio. This is what I love about Aparicio. Once again, that dribbling and then that passing capability from him. Just what I love about Aparicio, guys, and we'll see it here. Let me hit a pause on it. When he gets the ball and starts to dribble. Oh, I didn't press pause on it. Hold on. Let's go again. There's a point, especially where he's got doubled up on, and it's his high dribbling. Here we go. He's got 2, like, doubled up here, and then you've got this guy's here is in no man's land. We've got a lot of space elsewhere on the field. But what we've got here is a bit of an overload on this side now because these guys are covering off this part here. I guess number 9 is like marking Adam there. Number 2 is just in position. Ideally, number 2 should be on number 10. Number 5 should be out a bit more. Number 4 should be where number 5 is. But it's because his dribbling and his pace are so good. He gets doubled up on. It creates the space. Ball all the way across. Eberl is there, or Ebery, sorry. No, it is Eberl. Eberl is there. And obviously, he's one of my new strikers. Banging goal from him. And then the next goal as well here from Tajima is Aparicio with the corner. And that is, again, because his passing is good. He's one of the better set-piece takers for us on the team. And there is Tajima at the back post. And so, both of my new strikers are scoring goals for us, which is really good. If we look at the player page here of Eberl, this season he's got 4 games, 2 goals, 6.8 average rating. Not the best from him, to be fair. I do expect a bit more. I spoke about this yesterday. In terms of who's doing what, it is definitely Tajima who is the better of the players with regards to rating and scoring. You know, he's got 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, and a 7.4 match rating. But the better player, or the overall best player that I've picked up here, and I'm really excited for if he can grow more, is Aparicio. Obviously, he's already gone up a +1. His passing is now 80. He's up to a 73. 92 pace, 82 dribbling, and 80 passing for a 73 rated player is so good. It's just so good. And then when we look at his ratings, you know, 4 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, and a 7.6 match rating. And so when it comes to the table, what we like to see here is, first of all, I'm up there in 2nd place, which in terms of actually putting together a promotion run, you know, it's a good start. Again, we haven't played the best teams yet. We've still got all 3 around us are the best teams. We've still got to go against those yet. But we also haven't played, we played Seydu, but we haven't really played the worst teams yet either. In terms of the actual leaderboards, I don't have a top goal scorer on here just yet. I do. He's got 3 goals, Tajima as well, so he's joint 3rd. But in terms of the passers, Aparicio is joint 1st with Gillot. Gillot is a player who's got nowhere near as good stats. I guess Racing Club must have just had a big win because, yeah, like, what did they do? They won 4-0 there and a 4-3 defeat. They just get a lot of goals. But Aparicio is starting to stand out as a leader within the league for the goals and assists, and really excited about it because I feel like the $32 that I paid for him, genuinely feel like is just gonna like serve me well. And if he can push on to a 75 this season, if we can get him up to that rare level, I can either contract him out next season and get like 5%, maybe even 6% in stone, or not stone, sorry, in silver or even gold. Because, you know, imagine if he gets another +2 and gets 93 pace, 84 dribbling, 82 passing, that sort of thing. Alternatively, I could push him up to a 75 if he trains that well, and then sell him for like $100 and make some good profit on him. And that's why I really like that's why I just really like the game, to be fair, guys. Like the agency side, the buying and selling side, and then the using for yourself side. There's 3 verticals, there's 3 pillars within MFL, and they all have their merits. And along the way, it's just really fun. The game is really, really fun. I couldn't recommend it high enough. You know, I don't recall what MFL looked like when I first joined, because I actually joined way, way, way back when it was still in beta. I've had my account since then. I don't know if you can actually see when you first ever created your account, actually. I don't think so. But I logged into MFL many, many, many moons ago, and it just wasn't for me. And then it came back onto my kind of purview a couple of months ago, and it absolutely is for me now. And yeah, they're doing just an absolutely fantastic job for sure. As we are here now, though, guys, that is going to be the end. So overall, we've got 4 losses with our feeder teams, with our ice teams. Really, really need to have a little bit of work today. Might stream it actually, and try and figure out what I'm going to do with each team, try and improve them, maybe get the tactics set up a bit better, run some tests, and go from there, because they're not delivering as much as I would have liked to, or even if it's just preparation for like the mid-season or next season. But Prestige 26 is absolutely flying. And then in terms of course, the scheduling now, guys, we have got the final league game today before the cup games start tomorrow. And so I'm excited for that. The cup games for me kick off at 4:55 on Prestige 26. I don't know when they kick off for the other teams. I think they're at 2 o'clock, aren't they? 3:30 for my other teams. So it's going to be a good chance now to rotate, get those second players in, and get some good match XP on those as well. But for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.